This episode is brought to you by Valley Vita, the delicious way to eat healthy in your convenient sandwich and deli shop here in El Centro, California, 1560 Ocotillo Drive, Suite C. You can go on their website and order some food, valleyvita.com, VALLEYVIDA.com, or give them a call at 442-271-4103. Valley Vita is also on Instagram and Facebook. Find them there. A great place to get breakfast. Get a lunch wrap, a panini, smoothies, and of course lots of sandwiches and salads. Fantastic food right there. A delicious way to eat healthy. Valley Vita, thank you so much. Good luck, Ma.
This is From Under the Sun, and I am Bertie Allison. Episode 14, 50 Shades of Auburn, the thrill and terror of choosing your own fate. Let us begin by acknowledging a universal truth. The hair color you choose from a box will never, ever look like the model on the cover. You know this? I know this. Even the glossy-haired person on the box, gazing confidently at you like an Auburn oracle, knows this. And yet, when you stand in the hair dye aisle, clutching honeyed chestnut or velvet merlot with trembling hands, a curious thing happens. You believe. You believe this is the shade that will finally turn your life around. Perhaps it's the names that seduce you. Boxed hair dyes are the only consumer product that sounds like entries on a prefixed dessert menu. Cocoa truffle, buttered toffee, cinnamon flame. Each one promises not just a new hair color, but a transformation so profound it should come with a theme song. And yet, deep down, you know that your bold leap into sunset mahogany will likely end with you Googling how to remove streaks of purple undertones from your bathroom wall. There is, of course, an existential thrill in choosing your own fate. Home hair coloring is one of the few remaining acts of pure autonomy. You don't need a professional license, a permission slip, or even a friend's second opinion. Although, let's be honest, your best friend will text you back weeks later to ask, what exactly happened to your hair? You simply walk into the drugstore, confront an array of boxes that all promises 100% gray coverage, and you select your destiny. It's a power we're rarely trusted with in other arenas of life, and it's intoxicating. Right up until the moment you're wearing gloves that smell like industrial rubber and contemplating why the soft cream formula feels like it should strip paint from your car. The stakes, however, are higher than we admit. Hair dye isn't just a cosmetic product, it's a declaration. It announces to the world who you believe you are, or at least who you want to be. Going blonde says, I'm carefree and flirty, while going brunette whispers, I'm mysterious but approachable. Red hair, on the other hand, shouts, I'm passionate and probably know how to sword fight. These are big shoes to fill, especially when the shade you thought was honey caramel turns out to be more traffic cone orange. The emotional roller coaster continues long after the dye has been applied. For the first 20 minutes, you oscillate between exhilaration and blind panic. You peer into the mirror, squinting at the goo-covered strands, and convince yourself that this is either the beginning of your supermodel era or a cry for help. When you finally rinse it out, there's a moment of suspense so intense that it deserves its own orchestral score. Did you nail it? Did you accidentally age yourself a decade? Did you miss an entire patch on the back of your head, leaving a small, uncolored island of shame? And then comes the reveal. If you're lucky, the color is acceptable. Not exactly what you imagined, but close enough that you can convince yourself it was intentional. Oh, this slightly greenish tint, it's very Parisian. You'll tell your coworkers, daring them to disagree. If you're unlucky, well, let's just say that box of dye has introduced many people to the concept of new hats. But here's the thing. Even when it goes spectacularly wrong, there's a kind of triumph in the attempt. To dye your hair at home is to stare chaos in the face and say, "Not today, chaos." It is a reminder that we are creatures of reinvention, willing to risk a ruined town and a stained sink pursuit of something better, or at least brighter. It's an act of courage, a messy, smelly, slightly ridiculous act of courage that says, I can change. So the next time you find yourself standing in that aisle, debating between espresso elegance and spiced cider, remember this. No one's hair ever looked exactly like the box. And maybe that's the point. Life isn't about perfect matches. It's about bold choices. And if your bold choice happens to end in a shade of auburn that resembles burnt toast, well, at least you'll have a story to tell. And possibly a brand new hat.
Once again, this episode is brought to you by Valley Vita right here in El Centro, California, 1560 Ocotillo Drive, Suite C. Give them a call, 442-271-4103, or order on the web, valleyvita.com.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Check out our Facebook page, From Under the Sun. Listen to us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. Go to our website, FromUnderTheSun.com, where you can read along to this essay. Thank you for listening.
Good job, Mom!
Mm-hmm.